Hello again. Okay, it's been a long time, and I want to explain to you that the reason I haven't been producing videos is because my Wi-Fi connection was not uploading them efficiently, and I was able to download movies and so forth, but getting a video uploaded was next to impossible, and I just gave up. Um, I don't know how long this is going to take. I'm at a different location, but so that's been the problem, and also space on my phone. Yeah, and right now I lost my phone. So this is going to get interesting. I'm making this video with my tablet. So let's see how that goes through. Okay, I've made a lot of changes to my trailer, and I am liking it more and more. But that said, I am planning on getting a sticks and bricks stationary housing. Yeah, so there you are. I am currently still a nomad. I do mooch dock back and forth, and then I go to camp and you know, I do what I got to do. But I've been in process with going to storage, and I have been changing and reorganizing my stuff. And because basically what it was I was storing all of these extra bags of things, and every time I wanted to leave in my car, I had to clear out my car and drag all these extra bags and store them into the trailer so that I could go drive to the store or whatever I had to do. And then in order to get back into my trailer to sleep in at night, I had to move all those bags of stuff back into my car. And that gets old real fast, and I just don't want to live like that anymore. Okay, so without dawdling, basically what I want to tell you is I'm not done. But I did kind of partially gut the place, and I made some changes and some improvements, and in spite of what I just told you, I am liking being in this trailer more and more. Let me add, my feelings about being in this trailer is not really the main reason why I applied for sticks and bricks. That's kind of more of a complicated issue, why I applied for sticks and bricks. Yeah, it's much more complicated. I'll probably tackle that in another video, because it's a long story. But in the meantime, this is my home, and I'm still living in it. And honestly, I wouldn't mind continuing to live in this trailer if I found a property to move on to and to plug in. I would happily do that. But I don't like my camping membership options, and then mooch docking and all of that. I don't like any of it. I don't like my camping options over the long haul, over the long term. They're not good for me, and probably other people. And so I'm trying to get that figured out, how that's going to work. And I did get an offer to get low-income housing, and because I don't have access to my mail. I was late getting my mail, and I missed the deadline. So what I did was, it was only like a day or two. So what I did, I filled out the paperwork and I mailed it off as soon as I could the next day that I was able. I called them, I emailed, I got no response at all. They would not respond to me telling me, yeah, you missed the deadline, you're out of luck, you're off the list, or down at the bottom of the list, or whatever. They didn't respond with positive or negative. They just basically, the first letter said that I would be taken off the list, kind of a thing. So I don't know what they did. They won't communicate with me. So I'm hoping that I'll at least get a letter telling me what's going on. I'm hoping that at worst, I say I lost my opportunity for some opening that was coming up, say in a few months, and I'm still on the list, but I'll just have to wait my turn, kind of thing. I'm okay with that. That's cool. But I just hope they just didn't throw my packet away and ignore me and decide I've fallen off the planet now because my paperwork was late. I hope they're not that. I highly doubt that they're going to be that cruel, but anyway, some people are very legalistic. Okay, so I doubt they're going to do that. Okay, so I want to show you some of the changes that I made, and I just want to say, before you see it, not everything is as it should be yet. It is getting there. Some of the things are. Because, well, for example, my bag of towels is in a great big duffel bag, because before I headed out on my big trip that I took, actually it was a year ago I was on this trip, I got a bunch of duffel bags to put my clothes and towels and stuff in. I can't use the storage under the bed like I expected to. See, and it's not so much that I have all this stuff. I have so much stuff, oh my word. Well, it's your own fault, Tammy. You have too much stuff. Well, really? Well, I have everything that I put under my bed turns into mold. I mean, I'll show you this corner. But that's the biggest problem with this trailer, is the water and the mold. Things grow into mold. The last time, this is the second video I made. The last time I started moving my tablet around, the video stopped. Because I touch it and then it stops the video. The video ends. So I don't want to mess up the video. I want to be really careful when I start moving this thing around. Let me show you one of the changes that I made. Well, anyway, about under my bed, I can't really store stuff under my bed when it gets all moldy under there. That's a problem. But what I have been doing, okay, I'll show you one thing right now. Okay, my curtains. You get a good view? Okay, this is a towel, okay, as you can see. Okay, I was meaning to get curtain rods, but I don't know how to install them, and I don't know. No, I just don't. Okay. So what I did when I started out is I put a half curtain up on here, And I was using these pins, these like clothespin things, to hold up the curtain, and it was kind of just, it wasn't good for the material. It was making creases in it, and I don't know why it didn't occur to me until now, because the windows get so much, you can't really see, it's dark right now, but they're just saturated with water really, really bad. And the curtains that I took down recently, they were getting moldy. Yeah, it's really bad. So I don't know why it didn't occur to me before to just put up towels. Duh! Towels! Can you think of anything that makes any more sense than that? Unbelievable. I know. See, this happens. It pops off. Oh, that's because they put it over the bolt. That's why it did that. Anyway, so that's one minor change that I made. Okay. Another thing, I love my lights. I love my lights. Okay, I'm going to try and do a pan around. I got to be really careful. I'll lose the video. But I got lights all around the perimeter of the inside. I love them. Okay, if I can see what you're seeing, then you get a better view. Now I can't see what you're seeing. This is my little desk. That's my dressers, clothes, and odds and ends, and my leg warmers in there too. This top, okay, I'll show you. This, can you see that? Okay, this bag right here has got some mail I got to go through, because that has been one of the causes of my having too much stuff around, like in storage, is not going through mail and letting it pile up. So I'm trying to keep current with my mail, and I'm going through it and dealing with it as I need to. Okay, there's lots of things that I've been doing to improve my notorious problem of condensation in this room. I know I'm going back and forth in subject matter, but I'm trying to handle it one step at a time with all the different changes that I've made. Okay, let me show you. Okay, these mats. Okay, you see these purple mats? Okay, these were connected together, and under the back, or the bottom leg, I had a washcloth on either side, and they were soaked through, and they were getting slimy and yucky, and ooh, it was not good. And then I took those out, and then I've been keeping my, I'll show you, keeping my, this, okay, that's my this is my baby heater, one of them. Okay, you see this? This is dry, practically, almost. Before I started using this wonderful thing called, I'm trying to get a view. It's called a dehumidifier. One of the most wonderful things that man has ever invented. It's been helping me. But see, I had to nip it in the bud. Okay, what I basically been doing is, well, before I would use, paper towels and tissues, constantly wiping up little puddles all over the place. Okay, so what I did was, underneath, trying to get you a good viewpoint. How am I going to get that? Okay, underneath, you can't see. This is odd. Okay, underneath the floor mats, okay? it was really, look at that! Is it? Wait. It's dry! Oh my gosh, it's dry! It's dry under the floor mats. You would not believe it. And and this is actually not the side that's supposed to be facing the floor. It was on the other side. It was turned around, okay? And it was sopping wet. Every single floor mat was sopping wet underneath. So I pulled each floor mat out one by one, and I wiped it down with a towel, and then I wiped the floor in the spot where it had been. And I'm about halfway done doing that. I haven't finished doing that, and I think I can show you. Now I got to be really careful about if I turn or touch the tablet. It'll ruin. I don't know, and I may miss the picture too. I may not. Okay. This is another little baby heater, if you can even see that. I don't even know what you can see. Okay. Can you see that? Okay. If you can see this, can you see that water? That is wet. Okay, I'm going to get that little piece of... I'm going to show you. Try. Can you see how wet that is? Can you see that? It's wet. I have to pull this out and then wipe underneath it. And I was surprised. But the other ones that I've done, at least, stayed dry. So, okay, so that's one thing. Okay, now I want to show you my other, see, at night, I love my lights, like I said, I love my lights, but at night I don't when it starts getting real late, like an hour or so before bedtime, I don't like all this light. Okay, so I wanted an alternative, and I have purple lights that I already purchased, and so I'll show you what I did. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, I'm not showing you what I'm doing. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay. Taking that out. Now it's dark. Hang on. I gotta be really careful or I'll lose my video. Oh shoot. I'll lose my video. Okay. Okay, here's my lamp. Ta-da! And my other purple lights. Where is the... There we go. Okay. Can you see that? My purple lights. You see? See my purple lights? They're so pretty. Now the white lights are off. They're not plugged in. And this right here is temporary. Because how I got these lights up here, I don't know what you can see, is pins. I got these pretty pins, okay? Pink and purple, and the yellow came with it, but mostly I got it for the pink and the purple. Okay, so I hold up these with pins. I got the idea from Katie Carney, who does that in her car. And I ran out of pins. So I need more pens to finish to do my purple on this side. I'm going to put up these up here. It'll be kind of similar as on this side. I'm going to do that on this side. But for now, it can just hang down like that. I don't care. But I got to go buy the pens. And I'm going to plug back in so that you can see me better. Okay. Okay, so what else I need to do? I was just at the store today. What I'm going to have to do is store the duffel bags that I have decided I'm going to store under the bed. Have to go in big black garbage bags. And I'll show you what else. I'm going to turn off the dehumidifier. I'll show you what this is. This is the big heater, the main heater that was given to me by somebody generous. Okay, now you can see the little moldy corner here. Isn't that delightful? Not. Okay. Bad. Very, very. That's really terrible. Really not good. Anyway. Yeah, serious mold problem. Yeah, let's see if you can see that. There. Yeah. Yeah, that's quite a problem. So, anyway, I'm not done. But it's on its way. And here we got the purple and the white at the same time. Okay, yeah. And what I'd really like is what I wanted to do was I wanted to wait till I got the bed all made and all prettied up, and then you could see my pretty bed when it's, it's all made. But, this is real life, and this is what situation I'm in at this time. But my toilet caddy, I had to shorten the bottle because I have these tall bottles, and I couldn't find any more short spray bottles at the Dollar Tree. And see, a lot of condensation collects on this area for some reason. It just likes that area. Ugh, it's just awful. Wet, wet, wet. Okay, yeah. So over here is my coffee, and okay. So here's that's my 5-gallon bucket and my little garbage can. Anyway, this now, okay, I have not used this in here yet. This is my toaster oven that only half of it works. It works only on one side. It doesn't work all the way. I'm not actually sure if that is actually safe to try and use in here, because even in the manual, it's like a 15 or 20 amp. I'm not even sure if I should use that in here. I don't know. Anyway, here's the rest of my kitchen stuff. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to store any coffee supplies in here. But right now, it's out of the way because it's not the priority. I'm going to I'm focusing on the bedroom, living room, bathroom environment. That's what this room is. And so I'll put that under the bed for now. I want to show you something else that I came up with. Okay. When I come in and out, I have to step in and out of, it's a tiny little trailer. It's not normal life, okay? It's unique circumstance. So basically, okay, there's no standing up in here, you realize. You know, they're squeezing in that door all the time. Okay, so I'm a little OCD, and I don't like to put my dirty shoes down on my floor. And so I put it in this. I had used different things. I used a bag, I used a cardboard box. Anyway, put them in here, and I slide it under the bed. Voila. So I like that idea. Got my shower bag here. Where did it go now? It disappeared. Okay. Yeah. And it's another thing. See, my big heater that I have going on over here, it is aimed toward underneath my bed. And see, if I have a bunch of stuff under my bed, I don't know if I'm going to be able to aim the heater there. These are all things I gotta figure out. Okay, so this you can't see what this is. This is my shower bag ready to go. Okay, I've got there's a towel here, all ready to go. Towel and emergency towels, because I forgot before. These are just little hand towels, but it'll do in a pinch better than no towel at all, or running across the bathroom naked getting paper towels. That's not a good thing. Okay, so always got it when going to the shower. Always got to have dirty clothes bags. Okay, I always have an extra one. Okay, this is. Man, I wish I could set this down. This is my shower bag. I mean, that big one is my shower bag, but this is my toiletries bag. Okay, so we got, you know, everything you need in there. It's got a hooky thing, but the problem is one of the places I was staying didn't have hooks in the shower. So I'm hoping at least, well, I can't exactly have this in the shower with me because it'll get soaking. It'll get drenched. But anyway, I've got all my little soapies and, you know, everything in there. So, that's ready to go. That's the shower bag. And I experimented. I had the shower bag on the floor on purpose for a day, and I would check it day after day, and it wasn't getting wet on the bottom. I was amazed. But I still, did I show you this? Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get this, take this out, and finish all of these, and wipe them down, and wipe down the floor, and then wipe down the mats. Can you see? Wipe down the floor and the mats. And it seems to make a tremendous difference. And this is another little the baby heater that I got when this Walmart didn't have a dehumidifier. But with the mats, turning them upside down and wiping underneath, getting an extra heater. And I've been strategic about the heater too. Like I put the baby heater, sometimes I'll put it, against the wall, because the walls would be dripping with water. There's a little, see, here's a little puddle starting to form. There's a little puddle. Wipe it away. I'm telling you, this is nothing compared to what it was. Yeah, it was bad. Okay. Yeah. I even put batteries in my smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector, but it goes off because I have the heat on. It says it's fire and it goes off. Beep, 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 beep. Fire, fire, fire. Well, that's a problem. I'm not going to be able to use that stupid thing if it's going to go off all the time just because I had to turn the heat on. So there's another thing I don't have a solution for. What I might do is buy a carbon monoxide detector and just have that on and take my chances with the smoke detector, because at this point I'm not going to be able to have it on. So I told you that, yeah, I'm planning on moving into a sticks and bricks and with my low-income housing. And I don't know if I told you that that said, I'm really liking my trailer better, more and more, with the improvements I'm making. If I could continue living in this on a piece of land that I could afford, I would. Manage the shower bathroom situation somehow and all of that. I honestly think I would prefer doing that than anything else. Yeah, I would prefer to continue living in this. My biggest beef is the campground situation, the campgrounds and the mooch docking, and that's what I go back and forth with. And the reason why I go back to the mooch docking is sometimes it's family and I'm going there for holidays, and then sometimes one of them has my storage. I also pay for storage. I have some storage with a relative and some storage that I pay for, and actually I was paying that relative. I stopped paying that person, actually, because I have a camera system that I was using in sticks and bricks that I can't use while nomadic. That was kind of my deal. So I get free storage while I'm supplying their security system. So anyway, but here's the thing. If and when I get the low-income housing and I do go into a sticks and bricks, which is the plan, Lord willing, I have plans. I really would like to focus on some cooking techniques, and maybe also knitting. And one of the things that I have in mind is if I move into an apartment or whatever, I was really thinking I would like to have a show on my weaknesses in cooking. Yeah. For example, pie crust, easy over eggs, soufflés. What else is my folding? things like that. Those are, you know, those are my weaknesses, my weak points in cooking. And, you know, I'd maybe have a series on practicing my weak points in my cooking skills. And then have a series on making soups and sauces, and have a series on whatever, different things. I did go to cooking school, but I wasn't all that successful when I was working in the cooking field, in the hospitality industry. I was not very successful. And, you know, I've come a long way. I'm 56 years old. I just had a birthday, and I've accepted my lot a long time ago. I accepted it, and that I wasn't I wasn't cut out for the cooking industry, and but I still have certain gifts and ability, and people ask me to make their turkey dinner because I make it good, I make it tasty. And so I have some abilities, but anyway. So I think I can pull off a and then I'll have consistent Wi-Fi. That's for sure. If I'm living in the sticks and bricks, I will have consistent Wi-Fi, and that means consistent uploads. So, yeah, that's my vision. So changes are a coming, Lord willing. I really, honestly, I would like to live in a great big garage with my trailer and my car, and then store all of my extra stuff in this great big garage as my storage. That's what I would like to do, and I'd like to be plugged in. Yeah, that's what I want to do. But, you know, we can't have everything that we want. So, those are the changes. Those are the realist. That's my trailer. And I'll tell you what I want to sell and what I don't want to sell. First of all, I have to turn off this heater because it's getting really hot in here. Okay. Hot. Ugh. Okay. See, keeping it hot keeps the condensation down. Oh crap, I forgot what I was saying. I did. I bet as soon as I rewatch this video, I'm going to know what I was talking about, and then it'll be too late because the video will be over. Oh, well. So, oh yeah. Okay. I would like to sell my camping membership, which is my camping upgrade, and I don't want to sell my trailer. So how's that for reality? I really don't want to get rid of this trailer because things go wrong, and then I can end up back in the same situation I was in before. Because years ago when I was on Section 8 housing, I lost it, and that's a long story. But I had to fight to get it back. But I was looking at, even at that time, I saw a teardrop trailer, and I thought, I'd like to get one of those so that I don't have to deal with this housing thing anymore. Yeah, so sometimes life is a cycle, but hopefully not. Yeah, I'd like to get rid of my camping membership, my upgrade, and keep my trailer. And I'd like to live in a permanent location. That's what I would really like to do. But I don't know. Maybe I might get the low-income housing, and then have to find a place to store my trailer, or have to sell it. I don't know. So we shall see. But the one thing that I know is whatever God destines for me, whatever happens, wherever I go, I'm going to make it work. You know, and I will work with what I have, because I believe that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to work with what we have. We can't work with something we don't have. You know, you can't get blood out of a turnip. So as my life transitions, and it may change more or less than I expect it to, I will work with what I have. And life is an adventure, and sometimes it's about the journey and not about the destination. So right now, I'm on the journey of trying to fix up my trailer better than it was, and fix up my car more organized than it was, and everything else is going back in storage. And because as long as I'm doing this, I want to be happy. I don't want to be miserable and stressed out all the time with the. If I need to go to the store for something, I don't want to take it half an hour to clear out my car just so I can drive to the store. You know? Yeah. And I don't want to be overloaded in this trailer anymore. Anyway. So so there you are. I've updated you, and this is the longest video I've ever made. So I think that's pretty much it for now. Yeah. Maybe I'll end this video with giving you a little view of my bedside table. Doesn't that look like a sticks and bricks, like in a little girl room apartment, something like that? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to. I had a bigger lamp. I have a bigger lamp that I had in my apartment before, and it was on the floor. I'll show you my 3 dressers that I have in here. Okay. This is clothes. This is clothes. And this is some clothes and extra things. And I still need a junk drawer to store like rubber bands and pins and gadgets. Like I need something to store my electronics. And get that better organized. In the meantime, I am driving somebody a little crazy with all of my stuff in their house, where I am moonstocking to get this accomplished. So I am making somebody miserable by doing this, but in the long run, it's going to make my life work out better. But I'm using up somebody else's space, so I don't have all the time in the world. So I better go. So I wanted to show you that I haven't fallen off the planet, and I better say goodbye, because these videos have a tendency to end before I choose to let them, because I run out of space on my device. Did I tell you I lost my phone? Yeah, I'm making this video on my tablet, and I need to find my phone, because that's what and space was one of the issues why I also was having a hard time making videos, because I ran out of space. I couldn't upload the video with the sucky Wi-Fi, and I would run out of space on my phone. So those were 2 problems that were preventing me from continuing to show videos. There is another issue I'm thinking of addressing, but being that this is the longest video I've ever made, it's going to have to wait to another day. And it's probably not something everybody wants to hear about anyway. But I think I'm still going to say it. Or should I say it now? I'll probably get cut off. Oh boy.